So it's the afternoon now, and I've been having shenanigans with uploading the last 2 days' vlogs, but they are now uploaded onto YouTube, and so I am caught up and things will be done in a timely fashion. Now I know what I need to do to make sure things happen when they need to happen. It's going to be fine. I cannot get over the fact that at one point my I forget exactly what happened, but my video was so nearly uploaded, and then it did something, and then it said I had 594 hours for it to upload, and I thought, that's weeks. That is weeks. So we did the maths, 3.5 weeks that would have taken to upload a 7-minute video. So weird. I don't know why my 5G service isn't working properly, and the internet is working at a 0.5 upload speed, whatever that means. It's diabolical, obviously. Anyway, it's we're sorting it. It's fine. Things just might not be quite as scheduled as I would hope. I'm sitting here in the corner, which is where I've been sat all morning. When I've been sitting, this is where I've sat. Obviously, I haven't sat here all morning. I have done things. I've showered for a start. I've folded some laundry, done some tidying up. Stuff. But it's lovely here because there's a door and a window, so I've got a really big view of the sky, but I can also see the mountains with the snow on and the alpine trees and what have yous. I've just got to the point on my knitting, which I'm just doing here now, where whilst I'm chatting to you, I'm going to pop it onto a long skinny needle and then try it on to see if I'm there with the size. Oh, I really hope that I am. If it's too small, all I would have to do is unpick about 10 rows and then continue doing the increases. But if it's too big, I don't know what I'll do then. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So while I'm here doing this, sorry I'm not looking at you, but I'm looking at my knitting. I wanted to chat about 2 audiobooks that I've just completed listening to. One of them was absolutely massive. It was 40 hours, and the other one was 4.5 hours. So as many of you will know, I have been decorating a lot, painting a lot. It is like a black hole of painting. Someone said that in my comments, painting is like a black hole. And it really is, because you have to do so many coats over the same thing, and you just feel like you're not. Oh, look at me then. I was just looking for the yarn. I thought I was about to knit, but I'm not. I'm putting them on a longer needle. Yeah, you just feel like you get swallowed up painting layer upon layer on the same area all the time. You feel like you're getting nowhere. But the thing that I've been enjoying very much whilst doing that is a book by Rosamund Pilcher. The book is set during just before the Second World War, and it spans about a decade, I think. Yeah, it spans a decade, just under. In fact, I must text my friend Sherbet, who is Cherie from Ollie and Bella podcast, because she loves any story that weaves itself around the goings on of World War II. So this is, it's not about so much the fighting. There is talk about what's happening politically, and it talks about when Pearl Harbor happened and what the aftermath was of that, and but it talks about general daily life in Britain and having a teaspoon of petrol, and but it follows this girl's life from when she's about the age of 14 all the way up to 24, and it dips into other characters that she meets along the way. It dips into their life as well. And honestly, it's just a really good, entertaining yarn. There is nothing too anxiety inducing in it. It's not a whodidit. There's nothing truly nasty or graphic. It touches upon some very important topics. It does it in a very sensitive way. And I just thoroughly loved it. So much so that it's on the list as one of my books that I want to re-listen to. So you guys know that I love the Harold Fry trilogy of books. Harold Fry, The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, The Love Song of Miss Queenie Hennessy, and Maureen Fry and The Angel of the North. I loved those books. Excuse me. I loved those books so much that I want to revisit them. And I'm definitely going to revisit this book. Have I told you what it's called? It's called Coming Home. So a theme that goes through this book all the way through is about the sense of belonging with people and in places, and the sense of returning to home. And it's just beautiful. There are some bits where you think, oh, that was coincidental, wasn't it? Oh, how that's unrealistic, blah, blah, blah. But actually, we all have coincidence in our lives and things that happen that if it were written, you wouldn't believe it. So just go with it. It's a very long book. 40 hours is a long book, but nobody's going to chain you to the chair. You can just pick it up and put it down when you like. I just enjoyed it so much, to the point where I didn't know how I was going to move on from that. And I thought, well, I don't think I can get into another book right now, because they won't be the people I love. I loved the characters. The characters became so real to me that I even found myself Googling one of them to see if he had made it as an artist in Cornwall. He's not even real. But I thought, I just had that moment where I was thinking, I wonder if Gus did make a living of being an artist. He so deserved it. Oh, and yeah, I found myself Googling Gus Callender. I think someone's just come home. I can hear a man's voice. Unless it's Bill. He stayed home. He's not skiing today. So I did wonder, what would I listen to next? And I wanted to have something to listen to because we had the long journey to France to come. So I thought I'd go to podcasts or something like that. However, one of the books that I had already downloaded with a credit on Audible was one that my mother-in-law, Mad Granny, had suggested, which is called Bread Song. Mad Granny is really into sourdough and baking, and she follows everybody on Instagram. Oh my gosh, this looks absolutely massive. Oh no. Please don't be massive. Oh no, I've lost all my stitches already. Oh God. Hang on a minute. So I thought, oh, I'll just read it. I didn't know that it's, if you don't listen to it on Audible, if you get the actual hard copy, it's a recipe book as well. So I've ordered it from my library. This book is about a young girl who gets struck down age 14 by crippling, debilitating depression and anxiety, and the lights go off. She goes from being a vibrant and sunny person, and I think all of us somehow can relate to that. She goes from being a vibrant and sunny person to being locked in this world of mental anguish, and nothing sparks her fire, and it obviously has such a massive impact on her family. And her dad, he has the opportunity to take some time off from work, have a sabbatical, her mum's still working, trying to juggle finances. She's got 2 older siblings, and it touches upon how it affects the siblings as well, and how they all rally around as a family, and then how the community rallies around them. One day, the dad, Al, starts to make a loaf of bread, and she's interested in it. And the next day, the first thing she does when she comes downstairs is she goes to the dough and she has a look at the dough, and she's quite engaged with it. So they then start pursuing bread making. So in the end, she becomes utterly obsessed with this bread making. I would say, they don't say this in the book, but I would say she borders on OCD and on the spectrum kind of personality. And the story takes off, and the thing is with this is it is a true story, and it takes off, and it shows how all of the community rallies around this girl, and not all of them know that she's really suffering on the brink with this horrible, debilitating mental illness, but they all just help and support her. And it's about her journey sounds so woo-woo, doesn't it? About how she ends up not overcoming, because you never really do you? But being able to function with this mental illness as part of her that doesn't control her. And it's all through baking, and how she pursues the journey of baking and then opens a bakery with her dad. Incredible. So she drops out of school because she cannot handle school. And it's just such a wonderful, heartwarming and inspiring story about how mainstream education isn't for everybody. It doesn't need to be for everybody, and it doesn't work for everybody, and there's a different way. You can go a different way. And for someone like me, who has got a son who really can't access mainstream education at all, and another son who is definitely going to take a bit of a different path in life. He's not going to stay on and do A-levels and then go to university. He wants to be out there working the land. So it was just a really good and timely book, and I enjoyed it so much. It's co-written by Kitty, the girl, and Al, the dad. They take it in turns to write chapters, so you're getting to see things from 2 sides. And it was compelling, and I loved it, and I want to listen to that one again because I enjoyed it so much. In fact, I'm not going to listen to it. I've ordered the book from the library. I'm going to cook the recipes, and I'm sorry about that. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna read the book. I feel lit up from within talking about this book, and just how wonderful it is. Just such a really good read, and a true story, and uplifting, and just enlightening as well. If I would urge anybody with who has themselves got anxiety, depression, is neurodivergent, or lives with or knows or loves somebody who fits that description, loosely or rigidly, just go read it. It was so good. I just adored it. I absolutely adored it. Yeah, it's called Bread Song by Kitty and Al Tate, and it's fab. Now, I have been chatting for 15 minutes, which means this vlog is going to be an absolute beast to get up. So I might have to upload it in a lower quality. So before I go, I'm a bit chilly, it's a bit cold. I'm just going to take off this is my Perec tank top vest thing. Knitted out of 1 strand of Plotulopi, and it's absolutely fine, not falling to bits or anything, because normally you would hold it double stranded, or you'd hold it with another yarn. Okay, let's put this on. This is the Floof, because I abandoned the accentuating T. This looked absolutely tiny when it was on needles. Let's hope it fits me. because it's now looking a bit big. Got the wrong blouse on, haven't I? Have I got it on the right way around? Yes, I do. Hang on, let's tidy up my hair. Let's get my hair out of the way. Oh, this is tricky. Can I get... Oh. Oh, is this too big? Is it too big? That's right there on my shoulder knuckle. No, I think this is, I think it's fine. Really don't like how that neck goes up so high at the back. You do short, oh no, you do these short rows. Maybe it's just because there's not enough body. But that's going to go right up into my hairline. Do you know what? If it doesn't look right, I'm just going to cut it off. Pick up stitches where I think they need picking up. And then I'm just going to cut off what I don't need. Right, see you tomorrow. Bye.